The next method of making a rectangle granny, it involves making two basic granny squares. Here's your basic granny square. I made one. I'm going to make a second one. I'm going to start with a adjustable ring, chain up, work 2 double crochets in that ring, chain 3, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 more double crochets, chain 1, half double crochet in the top chain of your beginning chain 2 or 3. Chain up 2 or 3. I'm going to close this hole for my adjustable ring. I'm going to work 3 double crochets, 2 double crochets rather. I'm going to work 2 double crochets in this corner. So I have basically 3 double crochets counting my beginning chain up. Chain 1, 3 double crochets in the next corner, three chains, 3 more double crochets in the same corner, chain 1, another corner in the next chain 3 space will be 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 1, another corner here, 3 double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and then we have already one shell here, so we need to add another shell, 3 double crochets in that same space, and we chain 3, and you can join however you want in the top of your beginning chain. I'm going to use an invisible finish off. I'm going to snip this, I'm going to pull this strand through, going to thread my yarn through the needle. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to skip my chain up. I'm going to go from front to back through the next stitch. Then I'm going to come over, and in the last stitch that I made, I'm going to go through the back loop only. That makes it invisible. As you can see, you can't tell which one I just did. Of course, this has to be sewed in later. So now I have two squares, and I'm going to join them together. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to use a whip stitch. I left long tails on both my strands, so I really can use either one to join them together. I'll use, let's just say this one. Going to thread my yarn, then I'm going to find my middle stitch, 1, 2, I'm going to go through the back loop. I have my sides, right sides together. Insert my needle in the middle stitch of both squares. I'm going to go through those twice just to secure it. Then I'm just going to whip stitch going through back loop only of each stitch across. You can join these any way that you want to get whatever look that you want. And I'm going to go through to the middle stitch on the other end. Go. Now what? I'm going to join new yarn to the two squares that I just made. I'm using a contrasting color so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to join, let's say we have our two squares like this. I'm going to join here in the lower right corner. Chain up, and I'm going to work a corner in that corner space. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3, say 3 double crochets. I'm going to chain 1. I'm going to work a 3 double crochets in this chain 1 space. Chain 1, and I'm going to work a corner in my chain 3 space from the previous square. Three double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets. Three double crochets, chain 3, 3 double crochets, chain 1, and in my chain 1 space here, I'm going to work 3 double crochets. You can see that we're pretty much working a granny square. Chain 1. You're going to work a shell here. You're going to work a shell in the space, which is your chain 3 space where you joined. You're going to work a shell there. Chain 1, skip your join, and work a shell in your next space. Chain 1, in your chain 1 space, make 3 double crochets. Chain 1, corner in your chain 3 space. Pink and blue. Chain 1, 3 double crochets in your chain 1 space. Chain 1, another corner here, which is 3 double crochets in your chain 3 space. Chain 3 and 3 double crochets. Chain 1. Now we're on our last side. This is what we have so far. On our last side here, we're going to make a 3 double crochets in the chain 1 space. Chain 1, 3 double crochets. This is our chain 3 space right before our join. Chain 1, skip the join, 3 double crochets in your next chain 3 space. Chain 1, and in your last chain 1 space, 3 double crochets. Chain 1, then you can join and use your favorite join. You can slip stitch here, or you can chain one. Already chained one. You can half double crochet, or you can single crochet and start here. Just continue working a granny square just like you would normally, except that now it started off with 2 squares. Now if you find that you start bulging here at the join, you can use 2 double crochets here instead of 3 double crochets. That might take care of that problem. Another thing that you can do is you can start with a 1 round granny instead of a 2 round granny and work it the same way. It would just start off small.